Hello, everybody. Nelson Virgil here with Program for Wellness Restoration. I have the honor today to have Cristobal Plaza. He's Director of Action for Solidarity.org. It's a nonprofit that is located in Miami, Florida, but it works mostly in helping South American, Latin American countries that have very little access to HIV medications. In particular, Venezuela, since that country is going through a humanitarian crisis right now. So thank you so much, Cristobal, for joining us today. Just let us know, how can people help people in Venezuela right now?
Well, first of all, Nelson, thank you so much for having me here today and for giving us the opportunity to record this short video, which I'm really sure that it's gonna help us a lot. So I feel very honored of talking to you. And basically, I would like to start, Nelson, using the words humanitarian help. That's what we really are needing right now. Venezuela is in a very deep health crisis, and it's particularly affecting the people living with HIV. The organization, it's Action for Solidarity, the organization that we established back in 1997, has been helping Venezuela since then by sending medications, donations of medications that we receive here in the United States, and we send them overseas to our center, community health center in Caracas, which is led by Feliciano Reina, the president of the organization in Venezuela and here. So we have a system in which we can get donations from people all over the United States, and they don't really need to pay the cost of shipping the medications to us. We have partnered with USPS, and we have a prepaid shipping label, which I can actually show you here. This is what we send people through through an email once they make a first contact.
How do they contact you?
They contact through our website or through the social networks. They can see us also in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But here's the name of the website, and they can send us an email to actionforsolidarity@gmail.com. And once we establish that first or initial contact with the people who want or wish to donate their medication, then we send them the prepaid shipping label, and they can just pack the medications, stick the label on top of the package, of course, and take it to the USPS, or the mail carrier can pass by their houses and pick up the medication, as long as it's not over 10 pounds. If it's over than 10 pounds, then they really need to take them to the post office and just deliver it there. They will send it directly. USPS will send the donation directly to our center here in Miami, in which we are receiving all the donations.
So tell us a little bit about what kind of medications are needed right now.
Well, we have basically, we need all antiretrovirals. There is a list that we have on the website too. And the health crisis, it's so general that it's not only affecting HIV people, but we are receiving medication, especially antiretrovirals for people living with HIV, any kind of medications that are over-the-counter or prescribed medications. And we really need medications for opportunistic infections. There is no one medication for opportunistic infections right now in Venezuela. And in regards to the antiretrovirals, we have some, but the shortage of medication, it's so big, and it's been so constantly happening in Venezuela that right now, in this month, September, there are 14,000 people off the treatment because of the shortage of medications. So there are a lot of things involved in this situation, or this shortage of medication. And these all started back in 2009. Actually, let me go back a little bit more. Back in 1999, there was not a program established by the government to give people with HIV their treatments, to provide treatment for people with HIV. So they started actually in the year 2000. They implemented the program, and we were helping already people with HIV since 1996, sending medication. But then we really need the medications for antiretrovirals medication, opportunistic infections, any kind of over-the-counter medication for any kind of health condition. Because again, it's not only people with HIV, it's the entire population of Venezuela, specifically the more vulnerable population, which are children and elder people with HIV or any other health condition.
So why is this happening? Why is the world not helping Venezuela?
Yeah, one of the most important things to see here, it's of course the negligence of the government of Venezuela, and the lack of administrative funds. They have not managed or administered the funds correctly. And of course, corruption is involved, lack of knowledge on behalf of the Venezuela's Minister of Health, Luciana Melo. She doesn't understand. It seems like they don't understand the importance of antiretroviral treatment and the importance of adherence. Adherence means that people need to take their medications every day as prescribed by their doctors or their prescriber. And antiretroviral medications it's something that once you start it, you have to take it for the rest of your life. This shortage of medications have caused that people have had to stop their treatment for months. Right now, people are off medications for over 3 months, I would say. Since June, they made a purchase of medications in June through a company in India, a private company in India, and we finally received the medications in Venezuela. But the Pan American Health Organization has not released the medications from their office because the government owes about $2 million to the Pan American Health Organization, and that's why they have not released the medication. So it's very concerning, it's very worrying what's happening in Venezuela.
And are Venezuelans doing anything about it? I understand there is a referendum trying to be passed, and without getting into too much details, because it's a long story, just want to make sure that people understand that we're seeking help from everybody around the world, but Venezuelans are also actively trying to fix the situation themselves.
Yeah, there are numerous organizations in Venezuela that work specifically for HIV, doing a lot of work. It's been very tough for them. They have called, the attention. They have tried to call the attention. They have denounced all these shortage of medications throughout the years. Again, these started back in 2009, and it's been going on since then. Yeah, last year in November, the Ministry of Health, or the Health Ministry, should have done or placed the purchase of medications, and she did not place the medications. That's when all these huge problems started. And right now, again, there are more than 14,000 people not taking medications, and we really need to help these people, because what we are seeing, we know that this is not going to be solved anytime soon on behalf of the government of Venezuela. So we really need the help from everybody, from any country in the world. We actually have received a lot of help, that donations that we have sent from here from the United States through our organization. And I know through Feliciano, the president, that they have received other donations in huge quantity from other countries in the world. but the government insists that we do not need, or we are not in any health crisis. So they have put some, what you would say,
propaganda.
they have put
some propaganda. So basically, you know, anyways, yeah. So, you know, without getting into it, so if somebody doesn't have medications, but they want to help anyways, yeah, I mean, it's costing you guys money to ship, actually to do this free shipping for anybody who can send medications and not pay for shipping. Can they donate also funds to cover your shipping costs and your operating expenses to get this program going?
Yeah, it costs us a lot of money to be able to keep all these, I would say, this motor going on. But again, people can send us medications and can send us donations through our charity certified PayPal account. It has the same name, Action for Solidarity. If you look at on PayPal and you just put our name, Action for Solidarity, it will show up as a certified charity, nonprofit organization. So all donations are
tax deductible. Yeah. Well, you know, I think, you know, so closing up again, so that we basically make this video a very short one, and so that people can help. People can actually go to your website, donate either funds or medications, contact you directly if they have any questions. And
I don't know if you can see the phone number in the.
No, I don't see it.
Okay.
You can just say it. Yeah.
They can contact us through the email, actionforsolidarity@gmail.com, through our website, actionforsolidarity.org, or through our phone number, which is 786-307-3857. That's the office for the number for the office. I'm sorry.
Well, I really hope that we can get some help from everybody watching this video. This situation, hopefully, eventually will get better. But before we get there, we need a lot of help. So if look at your bathroom cabinet, look at the medications that are sitting there that may not have expired, that you have not used in a while, or you switched from. A lot of people are switching from one medication to another. Even if you go to the store, to a Walmart, Target, any store, and buy ibuprofen, Tylenol, anything you can, even over the counter, because it's actually needed we also need those medications, and send them, that would be great. If you don't have any medications, you can always do, as he said, tax deductible donations through his website. So thank you so much, Cristobal. Don't lose
Thank you, Nelson.
Don't lose steam. I know it gets frustrating. It gets tiring. But especially us, we get a lot of emails and calls from Venezuela, from desperate people that really need help. And that gets to you day after day after day. So thank you for sticking with the cause and for having a big heart to help others, survive this illness, even through all the political changes we're going through. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next video from Program for Wellness Restoration. Thank you so much, and talk to you guys soon.